Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most fairest in the land, or who is the most fairest of them all? What was that from? What movie?
That is Snow White?
Yeah, I think it was Snow White. And then what happened was the mirror answered honestly or dishonestly?
Honestly.
What, you don't remember the movie?
I don't remember. It's been a while since my last viewing of Snow White.
The mirror kept responding that it was Snow White. And so the wicked stepmother had the hunter take her out and say, cut out her heart and bring it back to me in a box. And then he found a deer or something and brought a deer's heart. And then she was circling back to the mirror and she said again, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And the hunter had said he had killed Snow White, but he didn't. So what did the mirror say?
I don't know. What did the mirror say?
What do you mean you don't know? Snow White is still alive. It said Snow White again.
Snow White.
It said Snow White again. And then was she pissed off?
Yes.
Yeah. So the point of that story, or my version of the point of that story, is that in our brains, we know that this is how it works. Your thoughts come out of you in the form of words, and your words determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. Would you agree, Adrienne?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then our results determine our thoughts, right? If we highly succeed,
it's a cycle.
Yeah, and then determine your thoughts and all of that. And then the other component I want to add to that is that everything in your world, when you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror, and maybe there's something there that you're upset about, are you upset with the image in the mirror, or are you upset with you?
You're upset with you.
You're upset with you because what the mirror is a what?
It's an image of you.
It's a reflection of you. Now we're going to take that from Snow White's mirror, and then we're going to take that to, everything is interconnected in our thoughts, and then how does that show up in our world, in our interactions with human beings, and in our close relationships that we learned from what seminar did we go to the other night, this past week?
Well, we went into for the PSI Basic. They had a little intro course. I know that Ha'aheo had called in and talked about it. And what they're doing is the day before the basic starts, they're doing some kind of free kind of workshop, a couple hours long. And this one was run by Kathy and her husband, Gary. Yeah. And it was more specifically focused on relationships.
Yeah. And one of the big takeaways from that that opportunity that we had to be in that room to learn more things was that, what you have in life is a reflection of you. And so if you focus on making you a better version of you, then that's reflected back to you with the relationships that you have. Yeah? Yeah. So speaking of someone that is always a reflection of keeping your investment properties safe
and profitable.
If he was in the movie Snow White and the wicked stepmother turned to the mirror and said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest property manager of them all? It would say,
Duke Kim Han of Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Dude, I don't know if you caught it, but I was talking about Snow White before you came on.
I heard. So this week I'm going to give you a quick tip, and it's renter's insurance.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people say, am I required to have renter's insurance as a tenant?
Yeah.
And Mr. Tenant, that is an answer that only I can give for my properties. Yes, we require all of our tenants to carry renter's insurance. So the reason for that is if there's something that happens in the unit that you have to move out for a night, or we don't have any power, or something like that, your renter's insurance policy 99% of the time will reimburse you up to a certain amount for a hotel room.
Yeah.
And this renter's insurance is not really that super expensive, right, Duke?
Yeah.
What does it normally run?
$50 a year.
Yeah.
Wow. What a bargain.
Yeah. And you get up to like $5,000 worth of personal property. If you get these windstorms, these tornadoes, and floods, that all your personal property probably would have been covered.
Yeah.
As a renter. Or if the National Weather Service said this area is going to get blown over by a hurricane, and you move, it'll help you, I think, up to 3 nights away from home.
Accommodations, yeah.
Yep. It's so cheap for what you get.
Yeah, I think the easy way people remember, like, what is your personal stuff? If you took the rental home or a condo and flipped it upside down and everything that fell out, that's what it's covering.
Right. So that it's different on owner's insurance.
Yes.
So your owner's insurance is what you get when you buy or you purchase a home.
Yeah.
You have to get coverage, full coverage on a house.
Yes.
Otherwise, the loan company will not
Give
approve
you a mortgage, yeah.
Right. So again, if you turn the house upside down, your owner's coverage will cover all of your appliances and some of your personal property.
Yeah.
So yes, we do require that as a property management company. It's not a big expense towards a tenant.
Yes.
And the tenant gets so much. And I just wanted to bring up this one point. In Hawaii, a lot of times, without notice, you'll find termites in your house, which will mean you'll go immediately out and start pricing out termite treatment, tenting.
Yeah.
So if you're tenting, you have to leave the house for at least 1.5 days.
Even for
even
the tenants you don't like, they still got to leave. They cannot stay in the house.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So that's when your renter's insurance will help you go get a hotel room.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I always thought that like the owner just had to, pay for the tenants to have a hotel room. But
we talk with Bradley too. It's reasonable. Like, it's not the Four Seasons.
No.
But it's not a ghetto Motel 6 either. So it's something reasonable.
Limit. There might be a $150 limit, but it's something.
Yeah.
And then you have this written into your leases, right, Duke? Like, this is a requirement, and they've got to show you evidence of the renter's policy.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing that, as a landlord, we say that if you didn't get it, okay, fine. I can't force you to get it.
Yes.
But if something happens that you have to get out of the house, you cannot cry to the homeowner, hey, you need to reimburse me for this and that.
Yeah.
Now, technically, legally, we can't charge for rent on those days, but you cannot say to the owner, Mr. Owner, now you got to pay for my hotel room.
Yeah.
When you should have had coverage for that in the first place.
And to know, too, they can get loss of rent insurance, but that's different. And
that's for the owners.
That's for the owners, and that's... doesn't count. You got to let your agent know you're renting it out and you want to have loss of rent insurance.
No, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know what that is.
Yes.
It's an option after you buy homeowner's insurance. Okay?
Like a rider.
It'll be a separate check. Yep. Do you want renter's insurance? Yes.
Yeah.
So it's another $40 or $50 a year. But if you ever go 4, 5, 3, 6 months without your house, it will pay the rent to you for that time.
Yeah.
Invaluable.
And I know you've experienced that firsthand, Duke, with like floods and fires and having to do,
talk about like
rehabs and
total
stuff.
flooding and how long it took to get the house all shipshape again.
No, Marco Polo was 2 years.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we had a unit down 7 floors from the one that flooded.
Yeah.
And then in Eva, they had those duplexes that burned. And then the one next door only burned the side of it. So we had the one on the side. We had to take off the whole side of the house and rebuild it. That was, with building permits, that was 5 months.
Holy cow.
Wow. Did that owner have the proper insurance, or were they stuck?
No.
Oh, no.
They had a big reserve.
We use that as an example in Eva Capolado.
Yeah.
Because everybody remembers that duplex fire.
And this extra rider is not that much money per year, so why not just add it up?
$50 a year. What is that? $3.75 a month?
They had to use all their extra money for Go Vegas. No going Vegas for a couple of years now because you never have the insurance. So great tips.
Yeah. So I'm not an insurance agent, but I can tell you that all of our 1,400 homes have owner's insurance and have renter's insurance.
It just makes sense.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
You're looking out for everybody.
Yeah.
With advising
Just
this.
in case.
Yes.
Yeah, because you've been in this.
That's all we got for this week.
All right. Thanks, Duke.
Thank you, Duke.
All right. Take care.
All right.
All right, that's Duke Kim Han of Hawaii Pacific Property Management. He is an expert we trust. You can find him on the resource tab on teamlally.com.
By the way, if you go to that resource tab, here's what I recommend. There's Duke has done, and his team have done a couple of short 1, 2, 3 minute videos on all kind of different topics. They've been putting these videos together for many, many years. So you can just kind of scroll through there and see all the different, pet deposits. Should I take pets? Not take pets. Renter's insurance. Every topic that Duke comes on the radio show to talk about,
he does a video on.
A short video on.
Yes.
And speaking of short videos that talk about tiny little critters, I'm sure they got videos on that. But even if they don't, we're going to give you the audio part of that video right now by talking with.
We've got with Taylor with Kilauea Pest Control.
Kilauea Pest Control. Taylor, what you got for us this week?
Hey, how's it going? I thought we'd chat about centipedes.
Yeah, centipedes.
Have you guys encountered those recently?
Yep. You know what I know about centipedes? If you're going to step on them with your slippers, make sure you're like parallel with the centipede, because then what happens if you're perpendicular, the thing just flips up and bites your foot.
Oh, has that happened before to you? You've gotten a centipede bite?
So make sure
from experience.
Yeah, and then you got to use the tongs and the scissors before you put them in the toilet.
We're done. You did it for me.
So Taylor will come to your house with his big size 12 Scott slippers, his tongs and the scissors. No, that's not what you guys do.
Maybe a flamethrower too, but no.
No, people freak out on those things, and so what's your guys' centipede solution?
Yeah, I've heard so many different ways that people take care of their centipedes. It's actually kind of a fun thing to ask. I ask people, what's your best way? I've heard from, scissors to lighting them on fire. Some people
blowtorch, hand grenades,
pinchers, and let them crawl all over them. Always have that break.
They tase them, nuclear bombs.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they're freaky. They hurt too, right? When you get bit, and so it's warranted the fear people have for them, including myself. I don't like centipedes, but I thought I give a couple tips, a little info on centipedes today. The most common centipede we have in Hawaii is the Vietnamese centipede.
Oh wow!
And they live 5 to 6 years. If the conditions are right, they like damp, warm, humid areas. They like to be underneath rocks and leaves, or in sometimes coconut tree fronds, where the frond connects with the base of the tree. And the reason why is they breathe moisture out of their exoskeleton pretty rapidly. So if they're out and about too long, they actually dry up and kind of turn into centipede jerky and die, right? And you've probably seen a crusty centipede before. But as far as their life cycle and stuff, the females can lay up to 20 to 50 eggs at a time, and they do coil around the eggs for about 1 to 2 months to guard them from predators or just the environment or even mold and stuff like that. So they actually latch around. It's pretty good moms, is what you can say, at least about centipedes. They're freaky, but they're good mothers, right? They protect their babies that hatch. It takes about 1 to 3 years for the babies to then grow up to be adults. And so if you do have that's good to know, because if you do find or you end up having some kind of a mother with eggs on your property, you're looking at a cycle of maybe 1 to 3 years. You could start seeing more and more show up over that time. Yeah. And so it's good to kind of keep a pulse of what's going on with the centipedes. And so as far as tips, what people can do, most people kind of know, try and keep your yard clean of debris, and they like to hang out underneath. If you have that plywood sitting underneath your house, the extra spare from that project you finished. Not only does that attract termites, it's a whole different thing, but centipedes love to hang out under there, and they
small
might
spaces,
lay a bunch of eggs, and then you start getting more and more over the years. So that's kind of what I had about centipedes today.
We Taylor, you mentioned
we do treatment outside.
You mentioned the Vietnamese centipedes. How many different types live here in Hawaii, or is that just the main one?
Do we have Samoan ones? Do we have Portuguese centipedes? Do you have Chinese?
So it is kind of funny, the most common roaches are American roaches and German roaches too. I don't know what it is about all these different nationalities and these pests, but as far as centipedes, I think that's the most main one, the common one you're going to see. I think there's a couple others. You're putting me on the spot here. I need to look it up. But
that's the common
others,
one.
You're mostly going to see that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, they always
the main one. The Scola pendra supini.
Oh man, we thought you was going to be like, oh, get
the scientific name, but I'm not a scientist.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the Vietnamese centipede, they always like to bite Adrienne's toes because she get the gel nail.
You're terrible.
Oh man.
But yeah, and you know what's interesting about the centipedes? People think like, oh, my house is all sealed up, but they can get through like the tiniest crevices, like even up in the siding of your house, and then up over into the framing into your house. Because you're like, where the heck did this centipede come from? We were in our office. I remember me, Adrienne, and Laura was talking. And then I seen one centipede. We're like in the James Campbell building, and we're in like an office. And then all of a sudden, this centipede. Ours was an exterior ground floor, so I can see. And I think what was happening that day is they were replanting all the vegetation or in the common area, and so probably digging up all the soil. And so the centipedes are like, "We gotta hide!" And one was right in our interior office, and it comes crawling around the floor. And then I knew Adrienne and Laura was going to be hit the ceiling and be stuck to the ceiling like cats. So I said, oh my, I forgot what I said. I said, oh, that's interesting. But I stepped on it with my shoe, like parallel to the centipede. And then they're like, oh, you're not going to like this. And then they're like what? Because they didn't see it. And then I lifted up my foot, and then both of them was screaming their heads off. But that was a fun centipede experience. But I will tell you that when I first moved into my house in 2007, typically you're probably going to see centipedes in a house if you don't treat it and it's like brand new construction, right? Because everything's all topsy-turvy in the landscape.
Or if you don't get that quarterly bug treatment like we get on our homes and at our office.
And that's what I was saying is that now that I have the quarterly treatment on my house, I haven't seen a centipede in my house at all.
Yes, thanks to Kilauea Pest Control.
In years. So thank you so much for the family doesn't freak out when they're like, and you start moving everything because the centipede likes to go under everything, and then you're flipping the furniture over like a maniac's trying to catch that centipede because you don't want to let it loose. Nobody wants to go to sleep unless you can catch the centipede. So thank you, Taylor.
Yeah, they're tough, and they can be treated. Like you said, the quarterly pest or bi-monthly, every other month pest control treatment. Yeah. They mostly don't like to be inside, so it's usually they wander in or kind of an odd thing. They're mostly going to be outside, so great exterior treatment, which is included in our regular pest plan kind of thing. We'll keep them at bay, and this stuff works really well for centipedes. It's pretty quick acting. Like most people who get a first-time service will notice a few kind of drunk centipedes within 15 to 30 minutes where they're looking a little slow and they kind of die. It's one of those more satisfying ones. You'll see that pretty quickly take effect for centipedes and keep them away. So
all right. Well, thanks, Taylor.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, that's Taylor with the Kilauea Pest Control.
Well,
they're an expert we trust, so go check them out on the resource tab.
Speaking of experts we trust, we know that in this market, with things slowing down a little bit, homes sitting a little bit, it's becoming kind of a buyer's market in certain neighborhoods. And if you're out there looking to buy real estate, the very first thing you want to do is find out what you qualify for and who would we recommend.
That's right. We've got Danny Langerman with DHA Financial with his tip of the week.
Danny, what you got for us?
Well, today I would say, one of the things that has become a very useful tool within the mortgage industry is AI in particular.
Yeah.
Something like GPT, to where there's a lot of questions out there. And, if people have ever purchased a house or if you haven't purchased a house before, there's what we call guidelines. And so you have to abide. And there are times where people may not understand the guidelines. But if you're out there and you've got questions about I would say just about anything mortgage. I mean, it's not 100% correct all the time, but it leads you in the right direction. It is such a great tool to use in this, especially in this type of market.
Yeah, and it's all about the prompts, right? Just put in the right
give us
prompts.
some example of some common prompts that people could use in this
in the AI
with the AI or Chat GPT.
Yeah.
A lot of times you can put in, for example, yesterday I had a client say, well, I think my debt to income ratio is too high.
Yeah.
Well, you you can always put, okay, what does the debt to income ratio need to be in order to qualify for a mortgage, or
yes,
we'll look
or get the best interest rate. Yeah,
absolutely. So, I mean, and you can do all sorts of stuff. I mean, even as far as how much of a down payment do I? That's probably a big one too.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a payment do I need in order to buy a home? If you chat GPT or AI it, they will come up and give you it gives you some just quick information that if you don't have all day to wait on someone to answer your question, very quick for you.
Another helpful tip for the relationships, when your wife comes to you and says, "Do I look fat in this dress?" You run inside the closet and put that prompt into ChatGPT, and it's going to give you the best response.
Yeah.
What else? Is that it? So that's a great tip.
ChatGPT for your mortgage questions.
Well, you know what Danny, you know what I like about it? It gives you like a summary and bullet points, whereas just a standalone search is just going to send you to a website, and then you got to figure it out. So I like the way the answer comes.
Even gives
formatted.
you additional things that you might want to know.
Yeah,
and then it will go through those additional questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It does.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
Welcome. My pleasure.
All right. So. As far as realtors, experts we trust, who's the ChatGPT for the real estate industry here on Oahu? Us.
That would be us.
That would be us. All you got to do is give us a call. We are your ChatGPT, your AI. And the prompt is, Team Lally, who's the best so-and-so? And then we'll respond back with what you need. So, all right, what else you got to share?
I've got a review to share from Roger Tran. So Roger says, I just sold my house with Alicia and Team Lally and could have not asked for a smoother or more seamless experience. Alicia was extremely kind and professional, fast to respond, and was always easy to reach whenever I had questions or needed to address something. Would 100% work with her and the team again. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job, Alicia, and congratulations, Roger Tran.
Hey, real quick, before we take a break, I wanted to share we can talk about those later, but real quick, we keep missing it every week, so I want to talk about it now. The median sale price for homes has gone from $1,120,000 to $1,125,000, so only about $5,000 more. Mm-hmm. And but homes are sitting, so it is becoming a buyer's market for some of that inventory. And certainly, what's going on with the condos?
Yep, condos are we're at going from 510 to 530. 530 to 510. So they did go down a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so there we are with the median sale price. But what I want to talk about is
go ahead. Tell them about the open houses
already. Open houses.
What you waiting for? Go already.
All right. So on Saturday, we have a newly reduced price over there on Sunset Beach, $4,150,000. Yeah. So 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square foot. Formerly a duplex, so maybe you can change it back if you want.
Yep.
But this is it's a beautiful private beach access, open layout with ocean views. Has a nice big lawn. Updated kitchen and appliances, and this is also available under
the co-ownership.
With the co-ownership.
So co-ownership means you own the use of it throughout the year. It's all an organized approach, and so it can be the one big price and you own it all because you're the baller, or you can go for like $1 million, $1,000,001, and then just own it for the time you're here, but split all the headaches of the ownership of the rest of the year with your partners.
So this one's open Saturday, July 19th from 11 to 2. So come visit us then. Yeah. The next two are open on Sunday, 2 to 5. So these are both first open houses. So this one is first one's in Mililani. This is 95312 Kahakinui Court, number 213. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 1,500 square feet. It's listed at $725,000. Yeah. Modern kitchen and upgraded appliances.
Oh, now I got to put my glasses on. Refreshed cabinets and vanity. Interior washer and dryer. What do you mean? Like, they're going to have washer and dryer on the roof instead of inside the house?
Outside. Okay. So it's inside the house.
Backyard with direct park access, walk to schools and rec center.
Okay, and then this next one is in Waianae. Yeah. Again, the first open house, Sunday from 2 to 5, 87126 Place in YNI. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 1,335 square feet.
Yeah.
Listed at
$695,000. This is a short sale, but not to worry. We've done over 400 of these. We'll get it done.
Owned solar panels and 2 backup batteries.
Peaceful cul-de-sac locations. You don't have to worry about speeders if your kids are playing in the street. Minutes to beaches and hiking trails near local markets and eateries. Eateries? Who uses that word? What the heck is an eatery? Oh, that's some place where you eat. Oh, okay. Thank you for calling it an eatery.
All right. And then we've got, before we take a break, we do have this deal of the week.
All right. Let's do our deal of the week in Maono Loop in Honolulu, 440. Anyway,
this is in Hawaii Lower Ridge.
Hawaii Lower Ridge. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath luxury living with scenic views.
Sparkling pool and relaxing jacuzzi. Your private island oasis.
26 owned solar panels for maximum energy efficiency.
Scenic mountain views and a spacious indoor-outdoor layout.
Located in the prestigious Hawaii Lower Ridge community, which we mentioned.
Yes, it has convenient access to Sandy Beach Park, Coco Marina Shopping Center, and to top schools.
Hey, this is a rare opportunity to own in one of Oahu's most desirable neighborhoods. So stay with us this one. Stay listening to this because it won't last.
That's right. So give us a call if you want to know more information, 799-9596.
All right. Are we going to take a break?
Yes, we are going to take a break, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Kelii Lum, buyer and listing specialist with Team Lally. He's going to share his real estate journey, how working in a team has shaped his career, and insights on today's market trends.
All right, so stay with us.
Decades 107.9 playing the greatest music ever made. It's Mornings with Augie. Hey, you know someone that moved to the mainland but left a rental property behind? So Amber wanted to create a new investment opportunities on the mainland, but she had to sell her island rental first. So she reached out to our good friends Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Handling the business virtually with Amber, Adrienne and Attilio came prepared with multiple 5-star selling strategies, including adjusting Amber's selling price expectations, and the home sold in days. If you're in the market to sell your home and you want a team that will make you the most money with the least amount of drama, you can trust our good friends, Adrienne and Attilio of Team Lally. Give them a call today, 808-799-9596. That's 808-799-9596. They're trusted. You see these signs all over in my community. Visit teamlally.com today. That's teamlally.com today.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In Honolulu, I work with Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi. Adrienne, Attilio, and their team sell a home every 72 hours and have over 750 5-star reviews. Go to teamlally.com and find out in just seconds what your home is really worth.
Hey, Sean Hannity here, talking with the only real estate agent in your market I recommend. Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Now more than ever, buyers and sellers need an expert to navigate this ever-changing market. And what do you do to stand out?
Hey, Sean, we are a team with over 500 plus 4.9 star reviews, over 1,600 transactions under belt, and 20 years in the business. It's going to take a lot of resources to get a home sold today.
What kind of programs do you offer?
Sean, we offer the guaranteed sale, instant offer close in 12 days, $10K for upgrades, love it or leave it, no hassle listing. No matter what situation the client is in, we've got solutions.
Great update. Thank you for keeping us informed. Put the most experience and the best marketing to work for you. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com.
The Team Lally Real Estate Show continues.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or We'll Buy It. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm still Attilio.
And if you have any questions, you can reach us at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, before we bring on our main guest, we got our favorite person, George from Habilitat out there in Kaneohe. George, what you got for us this week? Well, how can we help you guys out there?
Hey there. Yeah, thanks for the help. Yeah, I'm just calling in to promote our first ever golf tournament at Mid-Pacific Country Club in Lanikai. Yeah.
Nice. And tell us about Habilitat real quick. What's the history with, what do y'all do and how long you been around?
Yeah, so Habilitat's been in Kaneohe for 54 years now, since 1971.
Yes.
Yeah, it was started back then by Vinnie Marino, and it's been giving people a second chance at life. Most of the residents at Habilitat are either previously incarcerated or homeless or suffering from addiction issues.
Yes.
And it's a 2.5 year long program that gets people on the right track in their lives.
Gotcha.
There's vocational training to get them ready for the job market and transitional housing, so that people don't have to go back to that old life facing problems.
Yeah. So it's a big impact in our community because we go over there. We like supporting you guys. We like going over there teaching classes and bringing books for you guys' library and just visiting with the people, buying the Christmas trees, and then. And then I have a big push for you guys. I really hope you guys bring back the haunted house because my tagline, because I gave you guys one tagline and you can't use it unless you have the haunted house. You're scaring the cash out of people.
That's right.
But back to this golf tournament. So you golfers out there, you like get all.
It's in August, right?
In August, yep.
Or September.
Oh, weather going to be nice. You're going to be at the Mid-Pac Golf Club, and then the money goes to support you guys' organization. So if you're like, want to do two things, go out there and do some golfing, enjoying a nice golf course, hang out with your friends, and support a great organization that's has been making a big, huge difference in our community for over 54 years. Awesome.
So how do they sign up?
How do they sign up?
So how do they sign up? They can give us a call at 808-235-3691. Also go to oahuGolfTournament.com, and there's all kinds of information on there for you.
Oahu.
Sign up. OahuGolfTournament.com.
Okay, OahuGolfTournament.com, and go sign up today, you golfers.
And go over there and have a nice day golfing, and you probably got prizes for the holes and all of that, and reach out to us.
Yeah, we do.
Because we always, if there's holes available, we always like to sponsor a hole and to support you guys' organization, because you guys are doing a great job. One last little fact I know about you guys too is that your success rate is a lot higher than other programs nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like one of the highest in the nation. We track people that have graduated the program after 5 years, and most of them stay sober, have a job, and stable housing. So it's a great organization.
All right, so they can go play golf and make a difference in our community. Wow.
All right. Thank you, George. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Thanks, George.
All right. Aloha.
All right.
Aloha.
All right. So our guest today is seasoned real estate professional with over a decade of experience in Oahu's market. Born and raised in Mililani, he brings deep local knowledge and a strong commitment to client success. He currently serves as a buyer and listing specialist with Team Lally, and he has some kind of resemblance to a K-pop star.
He also, we call him the international agent with all of his languages that he speaks. He's a graduate of Leeward Community College and UH's Scheidler College of Business. He also studied abroad in Japan and held leadership roles in student organizations. Please welcome back our guest, Kelii Lum.
Hey, Kelii.
Hey, hello, Adrienne. Hello, Attilio. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey,
that's right. We had you on the show before when we talked about the sushi business.
Oh yeah, the sushi business. Now we are
no more sushi. Yeah. No more sushi.
Hey,
no more sushi.
Kelii, I was talking with Frank De Lima the other day, and he asked me a question. He said, Attilio, you know why the sharks like to eat the Japanese tourists in the ocean? Do you know why, Kelii?
Why?
Because they have ume in the middle.
That extra flavor.
Okay, now, what does that have to do with Kelii? Nothing right now, but it was a funny Frank De Lima joke I had to slide in there when we talked about sushi. So questions.
Kelii, how many languages do you speak? Because I mentioned we call you the international agent. How many languages?
Yeah.
I speak English, Japanese, Korean, and the newly founded a few years ago, Pidgin.
Pidgin. Yes.
You're like, "Krrr, krrr." And then they're like, yes, we understand you, Kelii.
What language?
He speaks pidgin. No, not that kind of pidgin. Anyway, Kelii, so what, you're an agent on the team. Talk to people like, we're going to go back in time. We're doing the dream sequence. And like sound like one pigeon too. But anyway, same sound effect. We're going back in time, going back to the beginning. You went to the real estate. By the way, what real estate school you intake?
I went to Abe Lee's semester.
He's like the godfather.
Yeah, well-known.
He's the godfather of real estate. He's like, hey, if you're going to come to me and take on my real estate course, I need one thing from you. Anyway, so you went to the Abe Lee Real Estate School. What made you decide at your crossroads in that time? Because people are thinking about the real estate career, especially if they're going to come to a career night. So take us back in time. What made you like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take this real estate course and then I'm going to be this thing called a realtor.
Oh, you know what? Going back in time, we'll start from when I was, the day I was born. It was, not that far. But,
hey, we don't have that much time on the show.
I had joined an investor sort of event or for the weekend.
Yeah.
Their advice was, hey, you need to gain experience. We recommend you call the top real estate companies, teams, or agents to go work under them. Go get some experience.
Go mentor.
On that list was Team Lally.
Nice.
And I started right then and there, called, worked as an intern. And then as I was getting experience with Team Lally, I decided, I should become a real estate agent too. And that's where the whole journey started.
Yeah. I know the first day we had you make all these phone calls and you went in there and then you had you was all like sweaty and stuff when you came out of the room. Your hair was all messed up and felt like you just came out of a sauna. You was so sweaty. Now when you go make your phone calls, you're cool as a cucumber.
Yes.
Cool and calm because talk about that with people that want to move into anything that's uncomfortable. What was your mindset to get through that and not just quit? Because you was like super sweaty. When you made those first 50 dials.
For people who don't know, just one phone call at that time, I was just uncomfortable with doing any phone calls with anybody.
Yeah.
And one phone call took me an hour to prepare because I had no courage. You jumped into it.
It was 7 digits. She was like, how many digits? I said 7. And you kept going back and forth with me. How many digits? And then finally you dialed it. So you got prepared. You psyched yourself up. Now, what were you thinking before you got on that first phone call? Was this like a sentence worse than death to make this first phone call? Were you like that so freaked out about it? What made you do it anyway?
I knew that I needed to grow. I needed to learn. And this was one of the many challenges that I needed to overcome. Even though it wasn't really a big one to many other people, for me, myself, it was huge. And what I've learned over the many years is when you're in a state of being uncomfortable, that is where you learn and grow the most. No matter how old you are, no matter how experienced you are, that state of uncomfortableness is where it's at.
Growth occurs in the areas of our life that we get uncomfortable with. And if you lean into it, you grow. So,
and then
Adrienne got a question.
And Kelii, you were constantly growing. We watched you.
We showed up at the office one day and there was this little bassinet with a baby swaddled in it, and it said, "This is baby Kelii. Can you take care of him?"
Yeah, so we've enjoyed watching you grow up throughout the many years with all your different endeavors and even learning a new language, going through the PSI training, being a business owner of a sushi restaurant. So just all sorts of things. Vacation rental, purchasing and managing.
Now, for you had a life goal of marrying one Korean lady, and you're like, you came in the office one day, and you're like, Attilio, I want to give me a Korean wife, so I am going to go where there's a lot of Korean ladies at Kapolei Barbecue. No, you went to Korea, and you did this like while you were a realtor, and. Explain to people, how did being a real estate agent and going able to do that and then coming back and doing real estate again, how did that work out?
Well, I would say number one is that with real estate, you can be in it and step away for just a little bit, and you can just jump right back into continue off where you left off. And so one thing with being on Team Lally especially, was that I had a lot of reliable team members to rely on in times where if I'm not on island.
Yes.
Like that time I studied in Korea. They were there to run the ball for me as I was in another land.
Gotcha.
And we were pleased to have you come back, of course. But then, I mean, even after that extended time that you spent in Korea for the full immersion to learn the language, and just spend more time with your, I guess she's your future wife.
Yeah,
we'll speak it. Yes. So like now, you guys are doing the long distance, so you're back and forth. But how do you manage that without having your business skip a beat?
Yes.
So number one is definitely communication. Always, setting time to do phone calls.
Yeah.
But one thing, going back onto the whole team aspect, is that I have the ability, not only from the income that I make from real estate, to travel back and forth from Korea to Hawaii to spend time. After all, for those who don't know, there's the 5 love languages. I'm a quality time love language guy, so that's most ideal for me.
Is quality time, and so that costs money, that costs time. And then for your clients, would you say that it's nice to be able to have the team to lean on so that your business doesn't skip a beat? And we got that part. Tell us more about your real estate career, because when you did take a break, you went out there and exercise your entrepreneurial muscles. You got all jacked up and had a whole bunch of sushi locations. Decided to get back into real estate. What was it like getting back into real estate? Because it was almost like you left it and then came for a long time and then came back to it. What do you think was the key to gain you the momentum that's giving you the results right now? What did you do when you came back?
Well, when I came back, something that I was taught by you guys, Adrienne and Attilio, was that you need to sharpen your axe before you start chopping at the tree. The tree being real estate. And being away for so long, a lot of the things that I remembered and still had ingrained in my mind and soul were just a little bit outdated. So during my first jump in was just sharpening that axe, sharpening my knowledge, and then from there it just launched off. Helping people comes natural, riding a bike.
I remember when we sat down in the office and we had a counseling session to get you started in your career, and I said, Kelii, you need to go and wax this car, and then I need you to paint this fence and sand this. Oh wait, no, that was a Karate Kid. Never mind. But I'm joking, and I'm not joking in that those are like the basic skills. And what I like about you, Kelii, is we tell you to go do something, wax on, wax off, up, down, not all over the place, with your skill sets as far as, learning the systems that we have and the processes, and you do it. Kelii, I don't expect you to know this right off the bat, because some people get it or not, but would you say that in our process that it's good to have questions, but don't question things? And Adrienne or Kelii, do you guys understand when I say that? It's good to have questions, but don't question things as far as what we have you do to be successful?
I mean, I understand it.
Yeah. I'm curious how you guys, like, when I say that to both of you, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, just don't doubt the process. But if you need clarity on what the process is, then gain clarity, but not like why. It's just more like, let's go a little deeper.
Yeah.
And then I guess if there's input or feedback on something that could be improved, then obviously, like, we're always open to feedback to improve, what's happening, because the market does shift and change, and there's so much, technology that's coming in. Like, we need to be aware and stay ahead.
Kelii, would you say that your results, you got a lot of results quickly because you just trust the process, put your head down and go do it?
Oh, yeah. And it makes sense because from you guys who have gone through the process, you've mastered every little step. To follow that will just lead you to success.
Yeah.
Success leads hints, and if they live you the whole process, oh man, they just gave you success. So follow through. And I like how you mentioned have questions, and that, in my opinion, that is just keep yourself curious, keep yourself learning. Yes. So that's where you continue to grow, right?
Yeah. So, and Kelii, we're always talking about PSI, Personal Self-Improvement. What is it, Institute? Or anyway, PSI, it's a weekend course here. You've taken that one plus
the 7.
Plus 7. That was something that we have as part of our culture. What difference has it made for you personally going through PSI?
No, it gives you clarity for sure.
Yeah.
In knowing without revealing too much, knowing your own self, where your limits are, what's holding you back, and how to overcome those things, as well as not just how to do it, but to gain that momentum and courage and just that movement to get it done. Not only that, but you're surrounded by people who have that same goal for themselves, so it makes it that much easier.
Well, let's talk about the market right now, because Kelii, you work with both buyers and sellers.
What's happening out there?
Like, what would be your number one tip for sellers out there, and then give us the tip for the buyers?
Yeah, tell us, Kelii.
Yeah, well, let's start with the buyers.
Okay.
I would say the best time to buy real estate is always yesterday or now, and waiting rarely saves you money, especially in Hawaii. Whether it's for your home or an investment, getting in the market is the first step to building wealth. That's what I have for buyers. For sellers, if you're thinking about selling or not sure what to do, the most important is to get in front of us at Team Lally and let's talk. The main thing we want to make sure is put together a clear game plan, whether that's being selling, renting, or just holding on to your property. Our job is really just to lay out the options so that, you as an owner can make the best decision for your future.
I like that.
So more of a consultative approach. It's not any kind of a hard sale. We just go over the different options. And, Kelii is very detailed.
Kelii,
yes.
Let me ask you something.
Options.
Have we ever taught you to bring the seller into the office for the consultation and forget about their goals and priorities, put them in a hammerlock and choke them out until they sign the listing agreement? Have we ever taught you to do that?
Well, the hammerlock you have, but no, for sure.
There was that one day you never make enough dials, and I went choke you out. And then I just said, you see, you got to make your dials. When you came to, I did smelling salts, and I was like, get back in there and make more phone calls. No, we're joking about it, but the point being is that it's not about us. It's about you as the client. That's the priority. And take a look at, just go to our Google reviews and do a keyword search, Kelii, and you're going to see all the happy customers, all the clients over the many, many years that Kelii has been doing this that have been very happy with his servant-minded, consultative approach to the buying and selling.
I would say also he's very patient.
Very patient.
I would say that when we have, whenever we have those clients that need extra attention and, maybe that are just, a lot more hands-on, they need a lot of details, I always like to match them up with Kelii because he has proven himself time and time again with some of those very, very, I don't want to say like needy, but they just, have higher demands than the average person.
Let's be real honest. You know who you people are. You are a pain in the okole. All your family knows when you show up for Christmas, Thanksgiving, they were like, okay, there's Uncle Pido. Pain in the okole. And
but
I say
Kelii has the most, he's had the most patience because some of these people with some of the things that, I've heard and seen.
Yeah.
He's just, I wouldn't be able to, handle it. But Kelii, man, he's like a saint.
So if you have one dysfunctional family reunion and you need somebody to provide like a calming effect,
Kelii.
Invite Kelii. He's going to calm down. HPD doesn't need to be called to break up the party. And you know what? And we joke and we don't joke, but every local family is like that. We all got one pedo in all our families.
The other fun fact about Kelii, because I was like, wow, he's so good with kids, right?
Yes.
Like we've known Kelii for, I don't know, 12 years or so. Yeah. So he's watched my kids, kind of grow up, and he's just always, just so fun. My kids
so
love
patient.
him. It's like, how did you get to be so good with these kids?
Yeah.
He doesn't have any of his own yet.
Oh, yeah. How many siblings you got, Kelii?
Yeah, tell us about
What do you have, 29?
Tree.
How many siblings you got?
What's your birth order?
I have a plethora of siblings.
Yeah,
10 brothers and
10.
sisters. So 11 of us in total.
But are you number 9?
Do you have...
Right? No.
I'm number 10.
They're number 10.
So 11 of us.
Do you guys do you live on a farm in the prairie? Is your sister named Laura, and do you refer to your dad as Papa? Papa, what's for supper? No, wait, that's Little House on the Prairie, not Little House in Mililani, where the Lums are
big house.
born and raised.
Big house in Mililani. Big house in Mililani.
Plenty Lums. By the way, are you related any way to the Crackseed Dynasty, Yiklum?
I would always say all the Lums are related.
There's a lot of Lums.
No, but Kelii pretty tough. He was actually a bouncer at a Crackseed store. All right, Kelii. Last thing before we wrap it up, in 1 minute or less, can you tell us a funny interaction you had with a client? Funny, then change the names to protect the innocent. Any kind of funny story you want to leave us with?
Oh, shoot. Well,
there's so many
that I can think of right now. But
see, that's how nice Kelii is. Frank De Lima said, if you're going to talk stink about people, stink about all of them. But Kelii is not going to talk stink about anybody because that's how nice he is. All right. Thank you for being the pedo specialist on the team.
Yes.
And helping ordinary Kolohi people, one family at a time, get into home ownership.
And also the nice ones too.
Yeah, and the nice ones too.
Kelii's got a lot of patience.
Yeah.
And experience as well.
All
so
right.
Good work. Keep it up. Maybe you will be the agent of the quarter again next quarter. We'll see.
By the way, go to our website and you can see his headshot. I will tell you right now, if you're wanting to hire him for a K-pop boy band, sorry, he's doing real estate full time because that's what you're going to be thinking you want to do when you see his headshot on the Team Lally website. All right, thanks, Kelii.
Thank you, Kelii.
guys.
All right, so we're gonna do a little teaser for next week's guest.
Yes.
So be sure to tune in next week. We've got Karen Ewald, Executive Director of Hawaii State Foundation on Culture and the Arts.
She'll be talking story with us about what's happening in the local art scene, plus some big updates on funding and programs you'll want to hear about.
It's gonna be a good one, so don't miss it.
All right.
All right. Also, something else that you don't want to miss is our next career night. It's going to be September 8th.
Yeah.
So go to HawaiiCareerNight.com
Again,
and
that's Hawaii.
RSVP there.
HawaiiCareerNight.com, HawaiiCareerNight.com.
Well, thanks for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Jody and Derek of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley of Allstate Insurance.
Kenji with Pillar to Post Home Inspections.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson Fine Line Paintworks.
Ampy with Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu, Attorney at Law.
Rhino with Hawaii Unified.
Janice of Dreamhouse Drafting.
Fabio with Hawaii Water Damage Restoration.
Kyle of Impact Wealth.
Brian with Cleanscape.
Benji, a Hawaii referral agent.
Danny with DHA Financial. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, all you got to do is go to teamlally.com.
Also, we want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio, and Sheen, our video producer.
Chee-hoo.
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life.
Forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed
sold program. If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price in our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash. Thanks and aloha.